Hey everyone, Brent from BC Dubs, back to bring you folks another video. I want to say happy Friday to everybody out there. Hope you folks had a great work week. I want to give thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I would have nothing. So I hope everybody's work week was good. This is a weekly recap of some vinyls that I picked up this week. These are all original pressings. We're going as far back as 1969. All the way through 1982 with some pickups that I've had picked up this week. If you, one thing I want to say thanks to everyone who's been watching these videos. I really appreciate it. We're up to 51 subscribers now, which is great. I know in the YouTube community that's not a lot, but it's a lot for me. I started with 0. We're up to 51 now, so I think that, this mission of keeping the music alive and keeping the physical media protected, and this vintage record, and not even records, but CDs, cassettes, just the music, the rock music that's out there, just keeping that alive and for everyone to share in this community and enjoy. But anyway, if you find these videos enjoyable, please leave a like and hit those bell notifications and subscribe to the channel. 78% of my viewership is not subscribed to the channel. It helps YouTube push these videos in front of other people so I can keep bringing content to you folks out there. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the music I picked up. I posted a video 2 or 3 days ago. If you guys want to go back and watch it, it's in my newsfeed. I did a tour of the man cave and kind of showed everyone what I have in here, what my setup is. By the way, these are the 2 window records up here. First one to comment what those 2 records are, I'll pin your comment up top. But anyway, in that video previously, I had a bag on my love seat here in the man cave and teased a few albums that were in there. So with those 3, I picked up 3 and I picked up 2 more today. I'd like to show you guys what I picked up and what I'm hopefully going to spend this week and listen to. So first and foremost, it's a band called Crack the Sky. I think they're from Britain. I should have done a little more homework on this. This is more of a classic rock guitar, nice guitar rock on here. From 1978. This is an original pressing from 1978. This is the back of the record. It's in really good shape. The 4 guys here. The song list is Nuclear Apathy, Long Nights, Flashlights, Prelude to Safety and Numbers, Listen Up McGraw, which is a good song. I have listened to some of this album. Give Myself to You, A Night on the Town, and Safety and Numbers. This is on Live Song Records, copyright 1978. I call myself a music guy, and I am a music guy. I grew up cutting my teeth on rock and roll, but a lot of this stuff that I'm going back and getting now are some more or less not major bands from their time period, so I don't know their music as well. So what I do is I'll go to my record store and I'll thumb through the records when I see an album cover that I like, or in a band name that sounds good, like Crack the Sky. That's a cool sounding band name. What I'll do then is I'll flip the record over and I'll read the track listings, and as long as it's not a bunch of love ballads and everything on there, what I'll do is I'll stream 20 to 30 seconds of every song and see if that's something I wanted to buy. I got burned a few times with streaming just like the first song that popped up from a band, which is usually like the band's hit song, like their #1 track on a record. And it was like, oh, I like that. And then I bought the record and then came home and listened to the rest of it, and I didn't like the record, and now I've dropped $30 on something I really don't enjoy. I'm not buying these records just to have them. I'm buying them to listen to. So what I would recommend, if you folks are out in the wild and you come across something that you don't recognize, when you're streaming it, kind of get to the middle of the track listings on the albums that you're trying to buy, like song number 4, 5, 6, 7, and listen to those, because that's usually kind of in the vein of what that band's skill set really is. So with this record, it's guitar rock all the way through and through. I think I'm going to enjoy this one. Come with the original inner sleeve, and like I said, it is on Lifesong Records. Really clean copy. All the albums that I buy are in pretty good shape. They're either VG Plus or VG. Mint. I have one or two Mint albums that are from this era, but most of them are VG Plus, light wear and tear, no fillers, things like that. But yeah, Crack the Sky. Give it a listen. Wherever you listen to your music at, I think you folks will enjoy it. I never heard of them before. Maybe some of you folks in my community have, but I've never heard of them before. Next up, we have a band called Bronze. And this is, you can see it right here. It's a promotional copy. I didn't realize that when I bought it. It still has the original, it's not sealed, it's been opened, but it has the original seal on it. It's been broken. But you want to talk about some 80s hair metal. Look at the blush on this guy. Everybody in the band is wearing some type of print. We have zebra, we have leopard, we have tiger. It's almost like this band was put together on purpose. And the reason I say that, and I had never heard of this band, but like I said, look at that album art. That's what wanted me to give it a listen. Now, I didn't follow my own rule when it talks about love songs on the back of this, because I'm going to read this track list off to you guys, and some of these tracks are just super cheesy sounding. Send Down an Angel, Heat of the Night, The Cold Truth, Night Runner, Taken by Storm, Don't Ever Want to Lose Ya, Sweet Lady, Harder Than a Diamond, Tiger, and Lioness of Mine. And so once again, I just want to show this album art. Anyway, the reason I think this band was kind of like put together and specifically on purpose made, because the band name is Bronze, B-R-O-N-Z, right? This is on Island Records, by the way. The same record company has all these Motorhead records. This band is nothing like Motorhead. What it is guitar rock. The guitar player in this band is really, really good. The rest of it's kind of glam rock, you know. Here's the album with that Island record label. But to get back to what I was saying about the band kind of being, I feel like the band was kind of put together. The band gives special thanks to Richard Braun and Jerry Braun, B-R-O-N, right? They're not members of the band, they just give special thanks. It was produced by Gary and Richard Braun. Gary and Richard Braun are not members of the band, but the band's name is Braun. So I feel like the people that put the money up to make this record, Jerry and Richard Braun, just got these guys together, created a glam rock band, and threw a Z on the end of the name to make the name Bronze. That's, I mean, every album and every album has a backstory, and I feel like that's what happened here with these guys. But this is a promotional release meant for promotional use only. Any sale unauthorized is subject to prosecution. So anyway, Bronze, check them out, give them a listen. Yeah, so. Next up, we have an original 1981 Netherlands pressing of Crocus Hardware. Everyone should be familiar with Crocus, German band. Got the original sleeve here. This is on, I think it's on Areola Records. Areola Records, I should say. Yeah. on that silver Ariola label, but this is a Netherlands pressing. You know, Crocus, hair metal, krautrock kind of stuff. But some of these songs, I'm going to read Celebration, Easy Rocker, Smelly Nelly, Mr. 69, She's Got Everything, Burning Bones, Winning Man, Mad Rocket. Gee, I wonder what these songs could possibly be about. Anyway, it's in really good shape. That's why I picked it up. Probably going to be my least favorite listen to these albums that I picked up. But hey, look, man, it's a 1981 Netherlands pressing in that good a shape. I'll keep it. The album's 43 years old, for crying out loud, in that good a shape. So I want to pick it, save it here for another generation to listen to down the road. Now, I'll show you one more. I'm going to save the best one for last, in my opinion. Next up, we have Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Allies. And what's cool about this album, this is on Atlantic. I'd have to look this up. I think this was an 80s release. But it's got the original album jacket. It's in red. The lyric sheet's in red on the back. But it has like 6 original tracks and 6 live tracks. So I haven't listened to this yet. Really looking forward. I think, as a matter of fact, I think I want to put this on, let this spin whenever we're done. So I think this is going to be the next one let's do. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Allies. Pick this up. Got a really good deal on it. Last but certainly not least, and a little backstory before I get into it about this particular album. So I saw this record in my local record store for like 4 weeks. And I think I know why nobody picked it up, but it's a great album. And so every time I went in there, it's a little pricey. This one cost me almost $40. But every time I went in there, I would pick it up and then put it, in the back of a huge stack. So hopefully, I was mulling over buying it. And every week I'd pick it up like now. And eventually, today I really wanted to get it because I streamed the album and I listened to it, and it's a killer blues record. Rock and roll blues record, I should say. It's not a blues record. It's blues rock. And so I picked it up today. I got to cover some of the front up because it's explicit. But this is a 1969 CTH press, VG Plus. It's got the original inner sleeve. And this is Blind Faith. And this is, I believe, their first album. And this thing is killer. And it is in minty shape for a record that is as old as this record is. And I'm going to pull this out and pull the stuff out of the album and stuff out of the jacket. So I don't want to show the jacket again in case I slip up and show something on YouTube I'm not supposed to. But what I didn't know when I first saw this record, I didn't know who the record was because it doesn't say on the record. So I looked it up and started listening to it. And man, it's so good. And what I didn't know was Blind Faith has, you'll see right here, Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, and Rick Grech. Three of them. I don't know Rick Grech that well, but I do know Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, and Ginger Baker all went on to have successful careers on their own. So basically this was a super group all the way back in 1969. I don't know if this was Eric Clapton's first band. I don't know if it was the Yardbirds first or this band, but man, this is a really killer record. There's only 6 songs on the record. It's only a one-sided lyric sheet, but this is the original lyric sheet from 1969 on Atco Records. And the reason there's only 6 songs on here is because they're like jam-like songs. So every song's, they're long songs. This is the original sleeve in really great shape. And this is the album itself in really great shape. Just a killer album. But anyway, that's what I'm working with right now. I hope you folks enjoy the video. Please remember to hit that like button. 78% of the people that watch my channel aren't subscribed. Please consider subscribing to the channel. And leave a comment down below on what it is that you're hunting out in the wild. What is the music that you're looking to get and collect, if you're in the collecting records, or whether you're into collecting CDs here or cassettes, whatever it is. What are y'all doing in the community to keep the music alive, listening to your music to remember the good old days? Also, I want to say, you know, kindly, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find albums that I can afford right now from that 1960 to like 1985 rock, blues, fuzz rock, psychedelic rock, hard rock, heavy metal, glam rock, 80s, some 80s synth rock, not a lot of 80s synth rock, but some of the bigger names in 80s synth rock. This is what I'm trying to collect and have in my collection. And unfortunately, those albums are the more pricey ones. But anyway, my hope is to gather enough stuff up, a mid-level price range that I can, you know, stick 5 or 6 or 7 records together and trade up to get some of the stuff that I'm, you know, the pricier stuff that I really can't afford, stuff that's 70, 80, 90, 100 bucks an album. That's what I'm looking to do. Update on the Sponge discography, which I know you guys aren't really happy to hear about because I don't get a lot of traction on these videos, but my lovely wife did purchase the final 2 CDs, so I can complete that Sponge discography. I'll have all 8 of them now. So be looking for a video coming in the next week or so to recap that. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to go after Blue Oyster Cult's entire discography on vinyl. I think that's what I want to do. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.